At this point, there is no lawful basis for demanding identification. In England and Wales, police cannot require a private citizen to provide their name or ID unless a specific statutory power applies, such as a stop and search under Section 1 of PACE, Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, or a traffic-related power. None are articulated here. The officer references national threat levels, but that is legally irrelevant unless linked to a specific power. Threat level alone does not create suspicion, and suspicion must be individualized, objective, and explainable. This exchange matters because it shows how vague references to national security are often misused to justify informal ID demands that have no grounding in law. The correct approach would have been either to disengage or to clearly state the power relied upon, which did not happen.
What do you mean? Pardon?
Do you have ID?
My ID?
Yeah.
What do you need ID for?
Because you're filming inside the police station and I don't know you.
I don't know you either. Who are you?
Right. Why are you filming?
Sorry, who are you?
My name's DC Long, I work here.
DC Long. Have you got your warrant card, DC Long?
Yes, I do have my warrant card.
Lovely. Claire Long, 5408. Thank you. And
Lovely.
yourself, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm 845.
And your rank? Your DC as
Detective
well.
Constable,
845.
yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Who are
Right,
you?
so
Pardon?
who are you?
I'm a private citizen.
Right, obviously you are.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
what's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
Well, what's my name important for?
Because you're filming inside the police station, we are obviously at high risk of terrorism and things like that. So
How are you at high risk of terrorism?
we are as a country at the moment.
Are
aren't
we?
Yeah, we are.
What are we at
absolutely.
now? What's the threat level on?
Here, officers incorrectly suggest that police stations are inherently restricted airspace. They are not. In UK law, airspace restrictions are governed by the Air Navigation Order and Civil Aviation Authority regulations, not by the nature of the building below. Police stations have no automatic protected airspace. Restrictions are location-based only when designated, such as airports, prisons, or temporary NOTAMs. The pilot correctly refers to drone assist, which mirrors CAA data. Importantly, officers acknowledge they are not experts, yet still begin asserting incorrect legal limitations. This is a classic example of authority being asserted without legal grounding. The correct policing response is verification, not assumption, especially where specialist regulatory frameworks apply.
Understanding, because we know you have different zones. You've got red zones, green zones. What we understand, the police station's currently a red zone.
Nope.
No.
Do you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Because I haven't started flying yet. I've literally just looked it up now. So there's an app called Drone Assist, which is run by Altitude.
Yeah.
And the blue thing's where I am now.
Yeah.
You can change different options, turn things on and off. Literally, I've got them all selected, so it will show up everything. I'll put upper airspace on, it does nothing. But absolutely no red zones. We're all good to fly. The nearest thing is the yellow
you're
up top.
using here, this will show you all the different coloured zones.
Yeah, so we've got orange, which is like recommended high caution. You've got red here, which is completely restricted. So that's an airport, and so you've got the runway bit. That's probably a temporary one maybe that somebody's put up. Airspace danger area, Cardington, I don't know, maybe they have like parachuting or something near there, who knows. But so yeah, it shows you everywhere that you can and can't. Obviously where we are there are no restrictions.
And I believe as well you can't use it within 500 foot of a built up area.
Depends on the weight of the drone.
Okay, so what's the legislation on that?
So this is under 250 grams.
Yeah.
So that classes as a C0. Actually, because this is a mini SE, it's actually in the legacy class, but if it had been brought out since the new legislation, it would be in C0.
Right.
Okay, so because it's under 250 grams,
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's got a camera, I have an operator's ID, which is on the drone.
Yeah. Is that what you've got?
Yeah, that's what I've got there, which is why I'm holding it like this.
Do you have your licence?
Don't need one, not for a 200, not for a sub
Oh,
250.
underneath 250.
Nope.
So have you done that? Is there like an online course?
No, for an operator's ID, you don't have to do an online course or anything. You can do it for free. It doesn't cost anything to do it. If you do it, it means you can fly.
The officer asserts that uploading footage to YouTube automatically makes the flight commercial. That is incorrect under current CAA regulations. Since 2021, the UK has removed the commercial, recreational distinction from most drone operations. What matters is aircraft class, weight, and operational category, not monetization or platform use. A sub 250G drone operating in open category A1 does not require additional permissions simply because footage is shared online. This misunderstanding persists widely in policing and leads to unlawful interference. When officers rely on outdated frameworks, they risk enforcing rules that no longer exist. Knowledge gaps like this are not trivial. They directly affect lawful public activity.
Go on YouTube, doesn't go on anything.
Potentially.
Oh, it will. So you are doing it
Potentially.
commercially.
Not necessarily. People upload stuff on YouTube for non-monetized content.
Yes, but if you're getting views for it,
Yeah.
for a certain reason, if it's being utilised commercially elsewhere and it is your filming, it is yours, you are doing it commercially. Therefore, you need a licence to do so.
Nope. That legislation changed in 2021, Sergeant. Yeah, I suggest you look it up.
Actually, updated in 2022, which is
Oh,
July.
sorry, 2022, yeah.
That's the update.
I'll tell you what, before I fly it, let's Google that. So, do you know what the legislation is? Let's have a look.
It was updated, the regulations, because it's not actually legislation, it's regulation, isn't it? For it. So I'm no problem with you doing it at all.
Yeah.
You do need to follow certain ruls. That's what you've just explained. So that's not a problem. You can't do it over built-up areas, can you? You've got to be a certain.
No, it's under
distance
250
away.
grams. It doesn't apply.
If you're doing it commercially, which you've already said.
No, again, that changed with the update. Previously, you had to have if you were doing it commercially, you had to have insurance. That's no longer
It's
applicable.
not insurance.
No,
It's
but
a
let me
license
finish.
to do.
Let me finish.
Sorry, yeah, go on.
You had to have insurance. That's no longer applicable, whether you're doing it commercially or not. Again, in built-up areas, whether you're doing it commercially or not, it doesn't apply. It is just the open class C0. That's all it is. Commercial or recreational, it doesn't make a difference.
If you are doing it commercially, okay, it's still.
The suggestion that refusal to provide details will result in police having to deal with it crosses into coercive territory. Under UK law, a citizen is not required to identify themselves unless a specific power applies. Cooperation is voluntary unless lawfully compelled. Policing by pressure, implying consequences for asserting rights, undermines consent-based engagement. If officers believe an offense is being committed, they must articulate reasonable suspicion and the specific legislation relied upon. Otherwise, the correct response is disengagement. This moment matters because it shows how informal pressure can substitute for lawful authority, something courts consistently criticize.
If you're doing it commercially, which
Okay.
you're saying you are or you aren't, that's fine. That's why we've taken your details. You're quite applicable with us or anything like
I
that.
didn't take my details.
Oh, okay. Are you happy to give your details?
Absolutely not.
At all?
Absolutely
okay,
not.
so
Sorry.
the only way we can deal with it,
Yeah.
is if you can't give details for whatever reason,
Sure.
then we'll have to say what you're telling us.
Okay.
So if you are putting it on YouTube and that sort of thing, we'll obviously operate on what our regulations are.
Yeah.
Which I have checked because there's no point in me coming out to you and not knowing what I'm talking about or giving you
fair
any
enough.
information.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to double check this before I take the drone up.
Okay.
If I'm right, which I'm pretty sure I am,
Yeah.
the drone's going up.
Okay.
And then you can come and do what you need to do.
That's fine.
But the drone's going to be
What I
going up
can-
because I am
The
right.
only advice I'm giving you,
Yeah.
is if it does cause danger to other people, other users, other things like that, for
Like,
built-up areas or anything like
Yeah.
that, we'll have to operate on what.
Police do not have a general power to inspect drones on demand. Any inspection power must be linked to reasonable suspicion of a specific offense under the Air Navigation Order or related legislation. Fishing expeditions are unlawful. The pilot correctly states that suspicion must be articulated and offense-specific. Importantly, refusing inspection is not obstruction if no lawful power exists. This clip highlights a recurring issue: officers confusing administrative curiosity with legal authority. The law does not permit civil liability.
Are you aware we can ask to inspect it? Like jazz?
Pardon?
You are aware we can ask to inspect it?
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
What's the thing?
No?
That's gone.
What do you mean you can ask to inspect it?
So we can, under our regulations, ask you to inspect that drone to make sure that what you are saying is true. So the 249
Okay.
grams, all that sort
So
of stuff.
under the 2022 legislation, you have to have reasonable suspicion I have committed,
Yeah.
are committing, or I'm about to commit an offence, and they have to be specific offences under the Air Navigation Order. Can't just be any offence, has to be specific listed
and it has
ones.
to be a reason behind
Yeah,
it.
so you have to have, but that, again, that's why I'm holding it like this, so your body cam doesn't get it,
Yeah.
because you're not entitled to it. Not because
Yeah.
I have anything to hide either,
Yeah.
but because you're not entitled to it, and I respect my privacy, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
I have escalate, and I respect that. Same reason I won't give you my details. You know, it's not because I don't like any of you. You guys have been reasonable. And down the pub, I'm sure we'd have a great chat. But yeah, it's just, I respect my rights, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
And if at any point that you do suspect me of committing an offence and you have reasonable suspicion that you can articulate and you can give me the exact legislation, then by all means,